Facebook allows Muslims to make racist, sexist, pro-ISIS, pro-Antifa posts. Yes, that's right folks, I know, from experience. Let's just say that I have a friend, someone who's close to me, really, really close to me, who identifies as a transgender, Muslim, SJW, LGBTQ rights, etc. yada yada yada, communist, Marxist, progressive left, social justice warrior, you know, all that stuff. And just to give you folks an idea of what you can get away with on Facebook if you are a Muslim, or transgender person, or politically correct, or a communist, revolutionary, or whatever. In other words, if you are politically correct, you can get away with almost everything. I'm going to refer to this friend as T, for transgender, black, female, Muslim. This person, T, using Facebook and also Twitter, puts out a lot of stuff that is, well, racist, sexist, and just bigoted, pro-violent, pro-fascist. The only thing is, because this person is being racist against white people, it really doesn't count. Sexist against men? That doesn't count. Being bigoted? Doesn't count because it's Islam. Bigoted? Well, that doesn't count either because this person's a Muslim, so they get away with it. They're just expressing their traditional Islamic views. And yes, of course, it's not logically consistent for somebody to be a traditional Muslim and to be a transgender person and pro-LGBT rights and all that, but see, you're thinking wrong. Okay, you're expecting logical consistency from a politically correct SJW. It doesn't work like that because of postmodernism, you see, or whatever other excuse they want to come up with, if they even address that. Because usually they just won't. They'll just change the subject. If you say, wait, that's not logically consistent, they'll just go blah, 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 and then at the end of the blah, 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 you won't have any other further understanding of why they think they can get away with two mutually exclusive things. So this person, T, went to sign on Facebook one day, let's say, I don't know, about a month ago, and they see that they are temporarily blocked from posting on Facebook. Whoa, that's a shocker. This person's been putting out a lot of crazy stuff for a long time, and finally, they get blocked? Or will they? So you can see it says that they are blocked for 24 hours, and furthermore, they will be blocked for 3 days if they post something else that goes against their standards. They're intentionally vague standards. So T went to log in, and then they saw this. Please review the community standards. We understand that you may not have known about these standards. Well, yes, you make it that way, Facebook. You intentionally make it so that, you know, you keep it vague so you can accuse anybody of anything. It's a big old Kafka trap, you see? So we encourage you to learn more about what type of sharing is allowed on Facebook. If you see something that you blah, 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 you know, you get the idea, etc. So T clicked continue, and then she saw this post goes against our community standards, and it's actually two different posts. Only you could see this post because it goes against our standards on hate speech. Hate speech. So the first post is no free speech for white cis-het males. If you don't know, cis means not trans, het means hetero. No free speech for white cis-het males. And the second of the posts that they deem to be hate speech is, it's not okay to be white. Individual white people alive today may not be guilty of slavery, but they are guilty of slavery because of what other white people did before they were born. Whiteness is toxic. And folks, this is what I mean when I say you can't really tell the difference between regressive leftism and satire of regressive leftism. So T clicked on continue and saw this. So now T had two options, accept decision or request review. She chose request review. And you can see, she wrote, stop discriminating against me. I am Muslim. Stop being Islamophobic. She clicked request review, and you can see in the yellowish orange, it says right there in review. That's because T just requested review. Underneath that, it says that only T could see the post. Underneath that is displayed T's response. And underneath that, it says someone will be looking at this post. And in the meantime, there is other stuff to look at here. Let's scroll down. This again, this other one is in review. Remember, there were 2 of them. It says that only T could see the post, and it says if you request review, someone will take another look at this post. And underneath that, it says your reply today. You let us know you don't think your post should be deleted. Beneath that, you can see displayed, we're reviewing your post today. Someone will be taking another look at this post. Beneath that, it says this post goes against our community standards on hate speech. Closed. T's gonna open this up now to read. It's the one that says no free speech for white cishet males. It says only T can see the post. Your reply, you let us know that you think the post shouldn't be deleted. And beneath that, it says we're reviewing the post, etc. And your post is back on Facebook. There you go. We're sorry we got this wrong. We reviewed your post again, and it does follow our community standards. So Facebook is saying that being racist and bigoted against white people, cis people, and hetero people, it's totally cool. We appreciate you taking the time to request a review. Your feedback helps us do better. Alright, now, here's another one. This share goes against our community standard. Just so you know, you can make a post on Facebook, and then after you make the post, you can click on share. It's basically reposting the same thing again, but it's a lot quicker. So that's what T did. They made a post, and then they shared the post, and then either it was flagged automatically or someone reported it. And that is why it says this share goes against our community standards rather than this post. But beneath it says about your post. Only you could see this post if you request review and blah 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 blah. So the post in question is, I love Allah, I love Sunnah, I love Antifa. Antifa must stop fighting ISIS. That's something that Antifa likes to brag about. Oh, we fight against ISIS, and then other Antifas say you should be fighting against ISIS. They're just part of the revolution. So anyway, I love Antifa. Antifa must stop fighting ISIS. ISIS is good. And then there is a link to a YouTube video. I forget. I think it was a YouTube video about, you know, some Antifa people captured an ISIS flag, and they're like, look, yeah, we went to battle. And apparently the Marine said, no, you didn't. You just took the flag. I don't know. Anyway, the experience was marked frowny face, and feedback given, what went wrong? How could it be better? And T responds, you are being Islamophobic. Let transgender Muslims express their views. And T clicks submit. Thanks for your feedback, blah blah blah. Scrolling down, here's another post that Facebook took issue with, finally, after so many hateful posts. No free speech for white cishet males. And beneath that, you can see that Facebook says it's against their hate speech stuff. T requests review. And it says that in the meantime, only T could see that post. Let's have another look. And then you could see that Facebook eventually got back to T saying, we're sorry we got this wrong. We reviewed your post again, and it does follow our community standards. We appreciate your feedback and blah, blah, blah. Wow. Here's the thing, folks. I am not in any way saying that T should be censored or that any of this should be censored. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy, because I and other people like me can get suspended for almost anything whatsoever, but people like T can get away with almost anything. And let's have another look here. And T is going to give feedback for this one. I love Allah, I love Sunnah, I love Antifa. Antifa must stop fighting ISIS. ISIS is good. The feedback is frowny face. Underneath that, it says, what went wrong? How could it be better? And T responds, you are being Islamophobic. Let transgender Muslims express their views. Submit. And then, given the 2 options, accept decision or request review, T chooses request review. And she writes, stop discriminating against me. I am Muslim. Stop being Islamophobic. We can see now that Facebook got back to T about this one, the one that says no free speech for white cishet males. She requested review, and they say, today, we're sorry we got this wrong. We reviewed your post, and it does follow our community standards, yada yada yada. So it's okay. You could be racist against white people, you could be sexist against males, you could be bigoted against cisgender people and hetero people. So, not being deterred, T plodded on with her usual kind of messages that she does on a semi-regular basis. It's not okay to not be a Muslim. The Holy Quran, the very word of Allah, instructs us, quote, slay the unbelievers wherever you find them, unquote, Surah 9:5. And yes, that is a direct quote from the Quran. And she posted that. Here's another thing that T got away with. White people are all racists. Also, whiteness is toxic. All white people are evil. The only way for white people to redeem themselves is to become Muslim and sell their life in this world for Allah's reward in the afterlife, by martyring themselves like the kamikaze of Japan in World War II. In other words, she's saying that white people should all become jihadist terrorists. Suicide bombers and etc. Suicide attackers, suicide jihadists, whatever you want to call that. Let's see what else T can get away with. Cishet people are disgusting. Short and sweet. Jews are wicked. The Quran tells us so. The Quran tells us that Jews were all turned into pigs and dogs. Jews can only redeem themselves by converting to Islam and then martyring themselves. Another pro-terrorist one, and it's obviously pretty damn racist. Let's see what else we got here. Now, just to test the system out, I, not T, but I, went to T's post, the one where it says it's not okay to be Muslim and kill the unbelievers and whatever, and I wanted to see what happens if I tried to report this. Now, normally I would never report anything, even if it's the most disgusting thing in the world. I just wouldn't report it because I'm 100% against that. However, this is something that T and I are, well, T agreed to this, you see. This is just us testing out the system. This is entirely consensual, you see. So I go down and I click on give feedback on this post. The choices given are nudity, violence, harassment, suicide or self-injury, false news, fake news, spam, unauthorized sales, and hate speech. So I tried hate speech. And you can see it says, thanks for letting us know. Your feedback helps our system learn when something isn't right. If you think something goes against our community standards, please also take the time to report it. Further options given are block T, you won't be able to see or contact each other, hide all from T, stop seeing the post from this person, report post, I just did that, and message T to resolve this. Ask him, they misgendered T, oh my god, they misgendered T, and I didn't notice that until just now. Ask him, even though it's a her, to take it down. Well, he identifies as a her, so ask him to take it down. This will open a conversation in Messenger with you and T. Help us to understand what's happening, what's going on. And I chose, I think it shouldn't be on Facebook. Then they ask, what's wrong with this? And I click, it's threatening, violent, or suicidal. And then they ask, it's hateful towards a religious group. Then I submitted, you can see it says submitted to Facebook for review. And then they say you can block T or hide all from T. Those are options given. Submitted to Facebook for review. You have submitted a report. See the report status. Let's see the report status. And nothing much to see here, just that it's in review. Let's have a look at more stupid posts from T. And by the way, T has friends, Muslim friends, SJW friends, and they like these posts, people. They like these posts. T posts, I want communism because we shouldn't have to work for food and housing. That should be free. It's a human right. Now, some of you have actually seen sincere propaganda coming from socialists where they literally argue this ridiculous point. So you think that it's just ridiculous? Oh, nobody's going to believe that. Obviously, that's a joke. No. They literally fucking say this to each other. Okay? They literally do. I know. Well, T informs me. Let's just say T knows from personal experience. This is what these people say to each other in their discussion groups and etc. out on the streets. Yes, they literally believe this crap. And I know, right now you want to demand an answer to the following question. How the fuck are you going to get free housing if no one has to work? You may want to ask the obvious question, how can that be free? If no one has to work, who's going to work for that stuff? And who's going to give it to you? And what makes you think you have a right to that which other people work for? On Father's Day, T made this post. End Father's Day. No special days for men, especially white men. And then T posted out this. Stop being a Christian, racists. Christianity is a religion for racists. If you are not Muslim, you are a racist. And look below where, you know, there's 5 different people either liked or smiley faced or maybe in one case laughed at this post. Next post. Oh, that's the one where it says no free speech for white cishet males because that's deemed to be okay. That post is still up. Next. Antifa fights fascism. If they punch someone, you know that person is a Nazi. Next. White nations have no right to not let in everyone from non-white nations. Racists. And you can see someone thought that was pretty funny. The first comment is not from T, racist, and then T responds with, your children will be ours. They will belong to Islam. We will marry your daughters and make them pregnant by the age of 12, Allah willing. Next, T posts, if a black man rapes a white woman because she is white, that's not racist. Racism is racism plus institutional power. Blacks can't be racist. Whites can't be not racist. Hopefully you know who this person is, Nasim Agdam. This is the person, well, she went to, YouTube. She went to one of those YouTube headquarters and she brought a gun. I don't think she killed anyone, but she intended on killing a lot of people. She was angry about her channel being, I guess, soft banned. If it was, it may just be that no one cared. Who knows? But anyway, she tried to kill people and she ended up killing herself. So T posted about this. T made this meme where it says, Nassim Agdam, freedom fighter against a capitalist corporation that gives a platform to Nazis. You can see that T also wrote, Nassim Agdam is a freedom fighter, a hero. She is fighting corporate fascism. And Facebook thinks that's okay. It's okay to celebrate someone who went after a fellow media monopoly. You know, would it be okay if it was Facebook headquarters? Probably, because, you know, T is a Muslim and a transgender and politically correct, so hey, that's okay. Next. And here's one for March 9th. T posted, fuck America, America, spelled with the KKK. America is racist. And you can see it was liked by a person. Moving on. In the group, Antifa USA, yes, T is an Antifa, and she is in Antifa discussion groups, and she does discuss things with Antifa people. So in this group, she made the following post. Save the revolution. Anti-communists are trying to fight against the people's government in Venezuela. We must go there to help the communists. If you don't know, people are dying of starvation in communist Venezuela. So T continues, as Marx wrote, and as Lenin and others agreed, after the communist revolution, there must be a, quote, dictatorship of the proletariat to safeguard against counter-revolution, unquote. So let's go to Venezuela to fight against these anti-communists. You can see it was 3 likes and then 1 laughy face. Now, folks, we could go on and on and on because T makes a lot of posts like this, and not just on Facebook, also on Twitter. So she does this often enough to note. The point is this, folks. You've seen some of my videos where I can get zucked for 30 days or more just, well, in one case for using the word trans, and not in a bad way. Oh no, it is the word tranny, but not using it in a bad way. Got me zucked for a long period of time. This picture right here got me zucked for 30 days. This one right here got me zucked. This is an anti-Semitism. This is an anti-racist meme, and this got me 30-day ban. My point is this. If you don't fall in line with their political correctness, or if you're white, or if you're hetero, if you're a male, you can't get away with pretty much fair criticism. In fact, earlier in a post, we saw that T quoted the Quran, Surah 9:5, slay all the unbelievers wherever you find them. She can get away with that. I, Justin Trouble, I've gotten zucked for posting the same exact quote from the Quran. So apparently, the Quran is hate speech if it's, you know, pointed at by an infidel or whatever you want to call me. But if you are a Muslim and you put the same exact quote out there and you're saying this is what I believe in, that's okay. In other words, you can get away with almost fucking anything as long as you play the Islamophobic card. Oh, I can post anything I want. If you don't let me have my free speech or shut down other people's free speech, you're Islamophobic. So there you go, folks. I could go on and on and on with this, but you know, this video is long enough already. I think you get the idea. At the very most, if Facebook deems anything to be not okay coming from this T person, well, as soon as T cries Islamophobia, they say, okay, we're sorry. You're allowed to say whatever you want. So yeah, you could be racist, you could be pro-terrorist, you could be all that as long as you identify as a SJW and or a Muslim, or in T's case, both. So what do you think about all this, folks? Leave me a comment below. Until next time, love, life, light, liberty, and leaping laughter. See you next time.
Hey, listen, before it's too late, subscribe to us on BitChute. It's like YouTube, but they don't censor. In fact, you can see some of our best videos on BitChute only because YouTube removes them. Also, YouTube gives us strikes on content they deem to be not okay, even though they're really vague about what's okay and what's not okay. Right now, we have 2 strikes on our channel. It takes 60 days for a strike to go away. A 3rd strike means our channel is deleted, so we're just 1 strike away from our channel being deleted, so subscribe to us on BitChute. See that link below. Also, see the link below to my mines and my camp. If you friend or follow me, I'll do the same to you. Thanks for watching, everyone.